Was there beef between Chama and Slizer?
Yeah, it's from way back because of I don't know. Slizer was signed under Kulenyana.
Kulenyana Records.
So I don't know what by then Magdalena na Belaela. So
hey, he's married. Hey, wait, hey, no.
I can't tell us
she's actually a relative. Sorry, sister. Yeah.
Baby born. It's like I'm a R&B cat. No, I have to get serious. So then translated back to my life. Where period of pain.
Oh yeah.
Like in Christmas, I don't remember having a smile on my face.
Yeah.
And so like the hardship that I was telling you about.
Yes, sir.
Growing up with your uncle.
Yeah.
That's why I call myself period of pains. Period pains.
I feel that.
Of different identities. Podcast with Seagile.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the PODI-CAST with yours truly, SCAR, hanging out with the homies from Local Corner as usual. Thank you so much for all the support that you guys give us, man. 11th episode. Here we go. In the house, we're joined by, hey, this guy, man, wears too many hats. I don't know. I think we just get straight into it, all right? In the house, we're joined by a brother of mine by the name Gilbert, Seagile, most notably known as PP wa Pimp. Hello, sir. How are you?
What's up, Caesar?
I'm good, Papa. How are you doing?
Wait.
When I'm doing research for this show, our producer, Millie Beleme, brought to my attention that you were born in 1978. So so you from Muyabana, I see that, and you were born Kosekoma Memorial. What is it about Silibi Pikwe and creative talent? Like, is it in the water? Is it in the smoke? A lot of people come from Pikwe and they end up in the entertainment industry. Like, how does that work?
I don't know. I think mine was a calling. I sent the blood because I was much on, you know, that magazine, the Drum. That's where I got the inspiration from.
Okay.
Like the story of how to be successful,
yes, sir.
having plans, burning desire, and then I had that burning desire. Most of the time, I was lucky with stories. People by long they will be starting from a humble beginning. So that's where I got the motivation from.
Definitely.
And then their hardship, I was relating
to what was
mostly the hardship because of like in Sleep by Puka I was staying with my uncle. So you know how is it, you know the treatment. How when you are staying with when you are adopted by your uncle compared to the biological sons and daughters. Straight out so and then I was having that's burning desire. So it was on me. It was hard, man.
No doubt. I'm trying to picture it because, like, I mean, some of us, I like to think about it like it's like privilege because so a lot of us, the TV stations are here, the radio stations are here, the newspapers are here. I'm always trying to figure out like how, you know, examples, O'Neill, you know what I mean? The story of people from Yarref and Bodumilopang. A lot of people who came from outside of Gabs, like the hunger for more. Way more. Do you think we're spoiled here?
No. We can't. By then, Pikwe and Gaborone was the same because of there was no TV at all in Botswana. We only had TV, Korapa, OTV.
I heard about that thing.
Exactly. So like a lot of things were happening in Siliba Pikwe. Like the festival, the disco, Sediba Pico. I think
Okay.
Pico was busier than Gaborone by then. I learned where they say Gaborone len access ko go la ba re knowing gore mo Botswana toropo ke Pico.
Definitely.
So krasa mo way back whereby no go sena TV. Yes, there was RB1 kararo rona ha ro gola ban. So like yes, we exposed because like we're having a team by the name of Nico. It
Nico
was
Leon.
on Premier League. So like we exposed to batho ba ileng gore ba mo Gaborone. But yes, there was that spirit sa hunger. Se leng gore I think se ne se khosiwa ke environment, because you know how is it e gale ka bo nile like whereby gona le di BMX di mountain bike and then the school bag ga pasa standard for o rekelwa BMX wa bona. So and then how nothing ga metara wa bona. So like nane ke na in a middle class standard wa bona. So ne ke sa thape ka batho.
No, because like I'm always intrigued by the stories. I mean, I always feel like a lot of the people who come out of Gabs and come to move into Gabs, usually, you know, there's a drive to it. But like we'll get deeper into your story about it, because
still, like right now, I wanna go to US. I have a zeal because of if you are going to the capital city, what's a mission? You don't have a mission because like
everything is here.
Standard. I'm up there. Normal. When you're excited, so
you can see opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Immediately, like New York.
Definitely.
I think
that's the difference. I want to get into when you moved into Gabs because, and I also want to get into how you got the name PP. But when did you move into Gabs?
No, actually, as we said, right? So we relocated to Letakana, La Rapa.
Okay.
So like hip hop was much on my head. If you drop mo school you are hard. So then now I went like, no, if I can proceed with the senior schools, which means that I'll be work.
So you dropped out
and then deliberately so that I can so and then I went like what happened like Takana is too slow. I grew up in town, then I went like no, I'm going to GC to hustle.
Definitely.
So
whoa,
that's how Kitile
So we missed
in 1994.
So we missed from 3
from 2.
From 2.
Yeah.
Sheesh. You don't know I can't say dog. Like what? Weren't you scared?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't scared. I only realized that it was a purpose because of like.
I mean, you can say it now, but when you take yourself back to that moment where we won't you like some fear?
No, actually, like I think school wasn't for me with the motivation. Yeah, hip hop. Like as I said, from drum magazine, then I advanced to Source magazine. So you get another inspiration, Sabo, or drop out, go for
hip hop.
So when I was in junior school, I was a very brilliant boy. So like who do the application BDF. So like tota sentente ke motho wa 79. So and then I became my old queen gore ke adjusted dingwaga so that ke tlekwana ke re le tswala for le baka wa bona. So ke bukata mosadi mogolo gore ha le gore ke pasitse I'll come back wa bona. So I be retla go fola da go BDF wa bona. So ha ntse re fodile ano ke botsa majita di salary tsa Botswana Defense Force and then the lifestyle mo di tante ba ke gone go ntena off and then I booked out Yeah, I booked out. So I can go la tsewa pele ba lo foodling ya le mela ba bangwe gore ba taba tsebe so that we can go for a training. On that thing ya ne ke bona gore slow down bona so a be gore ke a khaola gona la lintshwa go tlo go tsa dilwana ba then I went forever.
I want to get into how when I saw you you were part of a hip hop group. I want to get you want to talk a little bit about that, like how you're coming into Gabs now. You have this whole crew.
It was African Wu-Tang Clan because of Wu-Tang Clan.
20.
Yeah, it was more than that.
So, okay, let me start off first with like PP. How did you get the name PP or Pimp? Because I know it was period pains at one point. So now we're calling it PP because I got to sensitivity these days.
Yes, sir.
How did you get the name period pains?
No, actually, like, okay, that's the time, hip hop when I was a rapper.
Yeah.
So I came up with a clique called African Wu-Tang Clan and the inspiration of Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
So, like, as I said, we're believing on being hard.
Yeah. Always wearing black.
First, I was called Baby Born. So I was representing with Kakatami because of I was inspired by Flavor. If you remember Flavor.
Yeah.
So like I was on that and then on some Pussycat. So like our introducer, like the game was to go and represent at the bus rank or main mall.
That's where we battled and stuff.
It was main mall or bus rank.
Yeah.
So like me and my boys, as we said, we many. Like we introduce ourselves to my cherry. So another one will be saying, "Oh, this stinking Estaraito." What? Garlic fitanda. Main mall, black spam, and then when I come like Baby Born, I want like tabubana mudu nakota sengana.
What's Baby Born?
So no, next time we went to me marapula hona le talent show na majitansa ba introducer abana so bana ba fila maina bona na ka tsana Baby Born abana kare like that impact ga ine kalo and then I had a sleepless night, man. The whole night God. Was I was thinking, oh no, I must come with a hard
something name. Harder, yeah.
And I like dirty bastard.
Everyone, Method Man had all these nicknames, AKA.
Exactly what Baby Born. It's like I'm a R&B cat. No, I have to get serious. So then translated back to my life, period of pain.
Oh yeah.
Like, in Christmas, I don't remember having a smile on my face.
Yeah.
So like the hardship that I was telling you about.
Yes, sir.
Growing up with your uncle. Yeah. That's why I call myself period of pains. Period pains.
I feel that.
Then there was at something that was happening back in the days was called
Fate.
It was the biggest event for showcasing for you to represent.
Definitely.
But when you have a Timberland like it,
what I didn't understand is that this was at a church though. Kind of guys used to look fresh to go Roma, go mean mall, and if you don't go to that fate,
yeah, exactly. So like. Test my Catalina, period pains
at church
and everywhere.
Oh Lord!
It was like a hip hop. It was happening at church, but it was like a networking of hip hop
young people. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So Lina I went like, no, I got there.
This is the one here.
This is the one.
Because with the music, I mean, was Bali in your crew?
No, the Bali was in on a clique called Maninja Ajinja. More or less like ours because of Nereleban.
Like a breakaway crew from the collective.
Good Wu-Tang Clan was there was lyrical dogs.
Lyrical Dogs, I remember Lyrical Dogs.
Bomb Threat. It was comprises of many clicks. Friends can na le mo go yone.
Lefredo.
VSOP ona le mo go yone.
Cufflinks.
Yeah, conflicts. So the beef is in a run na le tsone mo tent leng go gore ke manga tsena la bo hello mo stage.
The Beyonce. So the crew did break up.
I better break up, so I'll come late intentionally. What gets in a labo hello. Now that was my strategy. Because never perform with the talent show, reach or abon intene killing one. So not a big eating a late. What gets in a labo hello.
I miss those days, man.
Beefy I been now no like text or a ramco, Lena on a limo thing.
So, this is everyone who's really literally now in the music business in one shape or the other, and I want you to paint a picture for everyone. Right now, I think things are way easier right now to even blow up and stuff. What do you think was driving people back then? A lot of us weren't recording. A lot of us weren't even getting gigs. There wasn't a lot of urban youth shows and whatever. What do you think kept people going to a point where right now here you are still in the music business? What drove you?
I think I missed the stage.
Yeah.
So we went through all the stages.
Yeah.
Like we know how to walk from here to St. Joe just to go and scramble for a mic.
I remember Kastukila Rokisa. I think there's almost phase 2 Ra Village. Rago talent show one. I've never village. So that's one of those stages, like artist development, pretty much.
And Cast was the master on that. I remember I was with Cat and more some other days.
Yeah.
Otaba go BTV. And on let's he was doing Miss Nalady, pushing Miss Nalady. So little event in already push Alan Rock. I remember putting up on my first event I missed Miss Nalady. The banner ran against the Peracamauto. And then like to be on a combi English media.
My goodness, we can spend all day on that. I want to now get into your your transition into being an artist manager, because around 2005, that's when a lot of people got to hear about you, because no manager Mampizi. Was that your first artist to manage?
Yes, it was.
This was 2005 when he was dropping Taku Taku. How did you guys meet?
No, actually started from here. From then, I realized that after Ska and Oracle came out from hip hop, because Lanta, Botswana, it's a hip hop country.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. It was
no, guys are whack, man. Niggas is whack. Get your bars up.
So like, and then after Kana Mr. and Miss Nalady, the event was to raise money for my album. In maybe the Festas Morai. And Festas Morai was the president. But it was the first Stars
Morai. No doubt.
In a Loreka my dion, the event. Then money, man. Because out of control. I remember I made 14,000 by then. 14,000 I think is equivalent to maybe 200,000.
No, that's a lot of money.
My grandpa, mother, the 6 party. So you know how costly 6 party, man. So
hey,
and then I went to organize a more fasting. So and then Kirsten Abluile by then, and then Canan like hip hop was harassing like Kirsten Ska, Nerohola Sama, but no one Namotofu. Then I became Valley Kirsten Kowarapa, and then the show blew. I worked hard on that show. It was all over the Bonetakana, the Kombi, the poster went up, and so. And then via bata Kesta Bolella V. And it was Kesta and Mighty Abetsa in my first show. Go overseas.
By then. Was it Manchester or Martin? Probably Manchester.
Manchester.
It was probably Manchester, yeah.
So Horagore V about what's like so late by then after from hip hop I wanted to be like Russell Simon whereby like I'm behind I promote hip hop. I was only talking Bostaga, Boska, Cast, about Aura.
I remember like that you were the one who was actually getting us gigs and
exactly
stuff.
I can know I just deal with hip hop and so can Russell Simon I don't know what happened Cast again about via like to blind so about PP about pizza by then like it's all good via bankwala number and sorry no wait number like I just scan my cherry so
and that's how it started.
That's how it started.
Wow.
And then we started Kato. We started Kato Lemon Peasy and then
can you tell our audience about like these tours, because I don't think people understand what tours are. It's because I remember there was one tour that we went on with my pizza. Well, we went on a couple, but we leave on the 21st of December.
Exactly. And then
by the time we come home, Kibodi 3. So every day, Hosana di Logi, Hosana. So I want you to paint a picture for these guys. How are you guys able to like organize such events? You know, and I don't know how many people are even performing in Mokane right now, or places like deep in Botswana. Can you paint a picture for people what it took to organize like gigs like that?
Actually, like okay, I was my Bible was Source Magazine. Source Magazine, it was spending most of the time ka gore go na le tour ya ga Puff Daddy, go na le tour ya ga Fabulous, go bona ba pentile di netane di bus going on tour. So that inspiration and then we went like okay, mo Botswana ka December batho ba ya magaeng. What about re ba latela ko ba yang teng? Then like we'll book community hall 22, 23, 24 up to non-stop. So I remember nere resta motsegare hela. So and then performance. I remember na go ngwe le gore mo life nya ka ke palwa ke go thulamela bosigo and then motsegare and rotene rena le mathata one ya vile no palwa ke boroko ska mo sa ko para kopana bosigo batho ba robetsa thola re dikono ga mo so actually like le gone ya no ke ke tshwege ke ipotsa gompieko go na le di accident go tsamaiwa ka di quantum and rona ne re tsamaya ka di khomi and then the driver alone enwa thata we did it about the driver gore what but yo God is there man motho ka ntara gona modimo ha
no le gompieno ke itse go ira go etsa champion because na ke re ke mo tshwarela poso yana o bona ile gore ko maung motho ga a robale wa go senka tshiri simolla ile gore khantelenyana rona re hetsa go performa re mora right ha re bu motho a teng bona ile gore wa doza yana gore second combi you know what I mean. So we all learned a little bit during the road.
Exactly. Because of nane ka rata strategy. I remember ka ravina ko ngwe ka reno ha re tswa go totome go batara hukuntsi re tsweng khakalanyana re ska ra thomaganyetsa tato ga ba borega ba re thwale santse re ka go hukuntsi. Imagine from totome to hukuntsi and going back to north ka kombi isena spewi
batho ba gape bantsana ba
batho ba hangwe le bo 80. So the roadblock disadvantage ko re tsena mo roadblock nge ba re itumele ba se ire the red job ba sa le bone go ra gona le kgetho gona di le 18 bone ba itumeletse.
Stagger used to give out CDs at traffic stops. That's another story for another day. I want to get into your all right, so now you realize you've been bitten by the promotions bug, so you left the music completely. Now okay, this rap stuff, let me put it on the shelf. I'm going to focus on this thing. How long did your relationship with V go on for before you started doing, other gigs? We'll get to Culture Spears in just a little bit, but like, was that your first and only artist, or were you getting on other artists as you was going on?
No, from there, after V, the problem was, people will call me Babata V. So, let's say V o motorong ya yo there's no business. So that's the way the idea of Gilbert was V. So that's why the idea of Gilbert Promotions came. Or no, what about I do a company open? You know where it will work with anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I started. If you remember, was your first album
Illegal
where
Act.
I launched it Molepolo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it was open to anyone.
Yeah.
I come up with the idea, we partner, we do business. But
Great,
by
great.
then it wasn't allowed. It was
Yeah.
over in hell. I
I really like how then Gilbert promotion starts up, because I started paying attention to Culture Spears here in the Banaloe, and I don't know if it was an orange tour.
Yes,
or
it
something
was
like
orange.
that.
It was orange tour.
I think Francis Town. How because I think, I don't know, Kabelole, Magdalene Bato, Banjampel. I really think they blew up after they started working with you.
No, it's true. Lebone, they do say that. Renevieve, he gave me a special award of being a good manager.
Definitely.
Even Culture Spears, they can tell you, or traditional was belong to the wedding events or corporate or formal events. So I'm the guy who managed to put them modi club. So and then the strategy is to make impact of South Africa because of that's my gave to change the mindset. I remember like Culture Spears when it was performing in SA, and then by then Thabo Mbeki was the president. After performance, I went like, no, I hustle for a picture for them and
the president.
President. I was Facebook by then. Then I took that Senepe Sewabeki Dira media release, door-to-door media. So and then people believed that Culture Spears to get Thabo Mbeki. So that was the strategy.
as well.
Then we kept on going to SA.
Wow.
So when we have a chance, the big names, the influencer, I'll get that to the Nepetseo. I bear manta the voice in me, door to door. So that's how.
That's a hustle right there.
Exactly. Even the controversy of us going to France to represent the World Cup. So and then that thing was cooked that you don't put on Botswana colors. You have to represent SA because of you are booked from SA. So and then that controversy. I'm the one who insisted that as a marketing strategy, so that
Make William. Do you think William Lane should ex South African? Because I never understand it. Okay, the minute they realize that you are actually from Botswana. So what would you advise someone like William Last?
No, William Last, he need a strategist. And then he need to get out of comfort zone and go even le Bible where you are coming from. Even Jesus go Egypt was no one. So I think it's what Williams need to do. And then priding and I'm from Botswana. So he have to divorce himself from Botswana.
Hey, it's a hard one, but like at the same time though, I really do understand that's the only way they will actually start acknowledging him. How easy or how difficult was it working with Culture Spears? I mean, they are very private people, so we would like to get some insight into how good it is or how hard it is. Is Chamaga hard to work with? How is Kabelo to work with?
They were the easiest people compared to Mampizi.
Everyone is easy compared to Mampizi.
Like Mampizi ne magita so ne re khona go nganga o sa itse gore ke business kana tsa rona so ya no Culture Spears ne gona le distance gore when you manage so ne ke hilwe power ra gore ke khona go kopanya tho ba sa itse bone ke ba bolela gore ra go bokete looking at the fact that gore kapenele bana ba Setswana vine lo khona go dialogue le na ta ka qaba ga go bana mo ra no a re simolle ka strategy kana re se pina ele no mala I remember like we were competing with my petla, if you remember.
That was a big beef.
Exactly,
that one.
because of like that's why hip hop done everything Seneki win was because like if you talk about the beef, it was more hip hop. So that's why I went like I told V or no V. I don't record a comtaco, record ante. Go Kenny my Kenzo, so that we can hammer him and his business. Then we did that to about my petla will come to find us the recording and then so now we are getting fair ones.
Guys don't know that this was a real beef because they both had dreads. They both were quite toyish until OD realized what the thing.
No, true.
But the thing is, like, I never really understood it because Schizo once got them in the studio together. Blow because none of them wanted to push it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I'm like thinking, what kind of blind deal? And I remember Schizo about Harasama Petaka Zulu Sagawe. I know he's Brazil. But let's move on a little bit.
And we were working, we are strategizing, we are having like our 12 you know, this media people, they have to be our friend.
That's Moses Maruping. Hey, like, he's married. Hey, wait, hey, no.
I can't tell us so cool.
She's actually a relative. Sorry, sister. But I'm going to move on a little bit. How were you able to manage like so many artists? I mean, there was Slicer at one point. How did you meet Slicer?
Slicer through Culture Spears. So when I kitten raises for Culture Spears. So more especially aka pineng where ke tswa ka ena rata go direla a cappella. So then I advise him go no mo go direla a cappella. So Slicer was much on kwasa. So and then that's the music that was having a problem with than any other music. So ya no ya ke tswa ka ene ku uta ka re ne le Setswana. So I went like exactly. I went like no o bona go mo tshameka ka gone ga ke tswa go bira. That's a hit. Mo ga se Zulu. Then abankuta and then abago record gone ke tswa ka mona nna tshameka ka gone I woma ka gone mo staging and then I been he then Slicer was on top of the game.
Was there beef between Chama and Slicer?
Yeah, it's from way back because of I don't know Slicer was signed under Kulenyana.
Kulenyana Records.
So I don't know what by then Magdalena na Belaela. So
Belaela.
Ele ya buhita rapetse le sogolo mote.
Moving right along, because the time okay, so you have all of these artists, and you know Gilbert Promotions is up and running. Some of the highlights of your career include former Festus Mogai, former president Festus Mogai's farewell party. You've done BDP rallies, you've done MVA events, music exchange programs in Namibia, and you also ended up on the radio, co-hosting next to your homeboy O'Neal. How did that come about? Like, how did you end up on the radio?
Total like before, total like on my way there, and that total Scar. That was very naughty. When you talk about the farewell of the former president Festus Mogai, I remember organizing it at Grand Palm. Like, hey. I got so drunk. So I'll go to them rather than former president. But I like at the rain, can I with the dressing room then with my boy Mox, then we hammer. We go again, no. mogolo na re o batla go utwa Hennessy exactly
brown liquor.
ha mogolo a boledisiwa a tswa ha re tsaya mabotela a mabedi gore no mogolo na re mo direle scapininyana go itisa kwa lapeng ba so ba re tsenya go buting ba so going there the time that I was managing V and Culture SPS ka di tour I was doing a lot of promotions on RB2
okay
so like and then ke gona ke ileng ya nna my breakthrough so I be ke ratwa ke batho bona so
because you were telling the truth. I think it was because I don't know what did you do it on purpose or you were being a shock jock, but how we level back, were you doing it on purpose or were you just being honest? Or were you trying to trigger people? Or why not like right now you tell your truth,
yeah, no true.
But some people get triggered, so did you consciously know
no, I will say that because of like wherever that I'm doing in life, I look at the current situation and see how can I do differently than another one so that I can stand
out.
Exactly. So le ha ke tsena mo radio ke ira promotion, even though I was given even a little time, 15 minutes. So I'll push hard in a way long where I'll stand.
Definitely.
So ke gone gore like ba go bitsa go no go blow so sometimes culture space ne ba khona gore ba tsena go ngwe go tere ba ta bona PP.
Oh, now your size rising.
You understand? So I remember in the sky in Olive ba tsena re le ko maunga be go tsa go te P ba botsa gore PP Millie the artist.
No, but because like I think it was because the show and you got bigger. I mean, didn't Yaron FM offer you a slot also?
Yeah, that's why Yaron FM went like, no. There's a time that Yaron FM wanted to go countrywide. Ba batla go change style nyana gore ba tsenye sekazinyana kana Setswana nyana. So that's why they recruited me for that purpose. Because of like they were too urban. And they wanted to break.
That's what's crazy because this one it goes back to your nepi. That's also why Boni was also brought onto Yaron at the time because I think they were going national. So he was at I think he was on Flavor Dome.
Yeah,
and he was also on RB2.
Yeah.
So you were part of your expansion.
Exactly. Happy looking at what Habalebella by then. I created they had Habasimolola, they had Loose Boy. So they wanted to have that touch. They had that touch. And then because of by then Sly was untouchable.
Definitely.
So no tarabate motho eleng gore o gongwe o ka matcha le Sly kana Aneta le Sly. So that Loose Boy, you know Yaron FM lo ne na le pride, they can't sit down with Loose Boy gore blah blah. So that's why Abe bata ba mpitsa ke bitswa ke unele to do Montsamaisa Bosigo. Montsamaisa Bosigo was good, man.
I used to listen to that. I used to look forward to that thing because so no one tried to hit you in the streets after Montsamaisa Bosigo. But how about
no, the office of the president. Because I remember one day there was a congress at Kanye, and then I went like the Ian Khama was the president then, and then I went like ke le mogile gore tautona rata basadi hewe tautona ga rata basadi kiyo motho rata basadi yo so I think ne go thopile motho wa me by then so my dear se ba tabogela kwa ya rona ba tsa tape bana ba go iretsa tape ya pala ya bua gore hewe la re tautona ga rate basadi kiyo motho rata basadi a be pala khanyo ne ba buisa tape ya te. Yeah,
but you were never scared though. Like, kind of when these things happen. I mean, I've done broadcasting for some time, but I also know. Won't you ever fear? You were never fearing any one of these people.
No, as I said, it will be like PODI-CAST to give a testimony of hip hop. The roots. How I grew up, more hip hop, you have to be hard.
Definitely.
So you have to be hard. You own street, you own the street. So like my Jitane, I had a lawsuit. Yeah, my man DVD.
Oh, David Abram.
Yeah, we had a lawsuit of 500,000.
Did he try to sue you?
Yes, sir.
That's your boy.
Yeah, that's my boy. But when I was on radio, I didn't have a boy. So many things. So, but Dr. Voma bakile bata kore gape ne ke le like ya bona ene le serious ka bo Dr. Voma. I remember gore ga go gologela ko tase ba tsere caravela le di bouncer ba re ba nkisa kwa ga borone dam gore re ha ba tsena bana le bo resenyong fair abana so ha ba tsena mo bane batima maike go balwa dikgang ba bane to a serious
yeah we downstairs go fairgrounds mall.
Yes bane ba tsene mo studio bane batima le maike ga tabugu ya thata
so
ene ba ka ke sena
right wa witsa tsukila ro go betsa dollar ko ya rona dai ke la tera brazil so they went for you
exactly because of that's how no dumela
that's how you settle beefs.
Yes, you remember what Lloyd was suspected to be the killer of KG when I better come out of West Kashaya asa kwala bo Lloyd
bane ba moharasa
bane ba moharasa
that guy was my cousin also KG you know what I mean
so
quite a lot of the times rest in peace
so actually that was the time kamanza maisa bosigo bare ne ke sabaki still I have to hit on someone. Stage like if you remember that clip young one wana letsa a roko power my petla mo break abana it was stage neketsere motogolo gore a letse a roko power my petla mo break virginity so ya ba ikwala abana but just to entertain people dog and outstand in anything that you are doing.
Things are different now. People are way more sensitive these days. Do you think Amantsama Isabusiru would work right now?
Yeah, I think that's the time. That's the time because I think it was ahead of
its time. Definitely. Exactly. I think people take themselves way too seriously these days and they forget, this is entertainment.
Exactly.
All of this is just, when it's not real. It's entertainment.
True that.
When you advocated for 70% local content to be played on the radio, did you see it happening or no number?
No, Negesawe number, it was because of the research that I did in Southern Africa. I did research in Namibia to find that in Namibia they are going 90-10 from when, with what reason? Because I was battling le exusia hore local the advert batho ba rekang di advert they will run away and then Zimbabwe gave me the same number, Zambia and then South Africa ibile etama so it's what motivated me.
So but why do you think it's so difficult for our radio stations to play local music the same way they play? I mean, we have piano tracks also. Why do you think it's so difficult to playlist us?
I think it's an issue of mindset. As the president is advocating,
mindset change.
As the president is advocating for, as long as our presenters won't be groupies to break up the latest news of PDD, Beyonce, and whoever. If they will be proud to break the news of our local guys, Renevieve, Lekariswa that no more, than Farrell and whoever that no more. Exactly. I think it's the issue of mindset, but now I still blame the presenters, and then also the blunder that the government is doing. For example, with the 90-100, with 90-10, it's been approved, but we must have monitoring and evaluation. Because there's no monitoring. It's like o hangwana koloi hela bo sa lebelle gore me ene o ta kgwetsa sente still jaanong go ntse go tshwana hela. I think Botswana is the only country eleng gore ya leka that I've been to Zambia is 95% of Zambian what uta rhythm isele.
No, I've been in East Africa, Malawi, Uganda, Kenya. You get in the club, my man. That's all.
Yeah,
you get on the radio. That's all that they're playing, and then we put on what is it about us, though?
Exactly, because of like the excuse of substandard, it doesn't work. That's
Yeah.
excuse.
But
But
blind.
substandard we international. If you go to America, I remember who's that cat, Young Thug, whereby Bill Gates went like, no, Young Thug, let me give you Millie, and then you quit because we are too weak. That means that in America, that everywhere you go to Ghana. Even recently, I was listening to the best hip hop MC of Ghana, Sakode.
Yes.
And then when I listened to Sakode, I went like, I mean, here he won't be rated, but it's the best due to the impact that Sakode is making. Beyonce bakopa the future label, but Sakode can rap.
One way. And Nasty C, I think there's a little beef between him and Nasty C.
Yeah.
About who the king of Africa is. So, I mean, Nasty C and Casper are going to be coming through on that tour. Hopefully, we'll get them on the pod as well. So, I just want to move to where you are right now, because right now you are literally the booking agent for one of the biggest stars in Africa right now, Makhadzi. How did that happen? Because right now, I saw a press release that was put out by Gilbert Promotions if people want to book Makhadzi in Botswana. Or is it only in Botswana? What is the arrangement with Makhadzi?
No, actually, like, since that time from Botswana, I take care of Makhadzi Entertainment's business in Botswana. Actually, it's way beyond the bookings. The bookings everyone can book. And I think more but I'm part of the management of Makhadzi internationally.
Definitely.
Manager Makhadzi mo Botswana. No, actually, the negotiations about Makhadzi in alone, our manager ko Botswana went like, no, I'm beyond Botswana population because of I believe I'm capable than even guys in South Africa. If I'm part of management, I have to be all over. Like right now, we are working on Makhadzi's phone. It's my idea. I'm working only. Those are the concepts in what Rebecca Mahotswani. Imagine I gave a limitile Botswana. So you understand. So like basically, it's not all about Botswana. So like Gilbert Promotions is established in South Africa. It's called Gilbert Promotions South Africa, and then like we are working on registering it in UK and USA, because like we want to get into international promotions, motivated by the reason why Nigerian musicians are well known, are on billboards in USA, is because of the Nigerian promoters in the States. And then I went like, no, then I want to do the same thing, but 100% are gonna kick their ass.
Definitely. No, I know. When you put the work in, I want to talk about the beef between promoters and BW and because you are a businessman. I was checking you out on the 20th Avenue podcast, and it's the beef between promoters and artists. You laid it down properly. Okay, this is a business, and I'm trying to make money. What is your relationship with BW musicians right now?
No, actually, like, actually, now how I do it, I'm like a retailer. How about pulse? I'll bring it to them. So the first time, Kitisa Makhadzi after COVID, I didn't know Makhadzi. Even next time it's Pinadi hit that trees Makhadzi. It was demand. Everywhere. So and then I went like, no, this is what is wanted. I remember bogolo kitise I like my cheso go tem thako mo mazimba ko ngore to ake ba Zimbabwe. Believe me, I spent the whole show ke le konte ke fuwa di kwai, because of that to me was nonsense. You understand? So people have to understand how promoter di haritise ka botsala re reetsa market if
Batho ba
market
batla eng.
gore ba batla wa bona. So yeah, that's why we are like retailers.
Yes, it's
and then
business,
me ga se rona hela wa bona go re business abo promoter kone ya music ha ya harologane gope le business e one wa bona. We are failing to pinpoint pepper or the same person who gore taba bua gore ga atise local is not putting on a BK Proctor, is not putting on PODI, is putting on Nike like me. You understand? So it's one hell ha ka kwa betella chopisi gore ke mba sa rekise yam e dirilwe mo Botswana ba re to smell men ramo re mo tsenya mo crossing wa bona. So tota like right now the artist di a tlhaloganya gore pele di artist we didn't differentiate a promoter and myself though even the government artist the video maloba le ene government you understand. You had the story sa ga Thabang say whereby he got paid 2.5 so ba na le energy ya go individually ba mo thasela ka that thing but me that energy e thokana le toi ya bone ba isa ko maeseke because ke bona ba regulate ba dirang melao nna ga ke harologane go pele dada ha batho ba rata Toyota PP le Rama ke batho ba le ba
it's the business
so it's business at the end of the day but we do advise lead artist because of like na ke eletsa gore le maloba ne ke share le minister ka maraka minister according to the law the regulation ya permit ya Botswana eletella gore 60% local 40% international na ke kopa gore e dirwe 10 because of banna ba le ba ko South Africa ba sa thola ba re lopela ba gore rider it's a bone ditabe di hita ya performance so ga ba ka itse gore ba re lopela mongwe le mongwe ba go cancela le body rider wa go change ya gona no ibile ke ta itisa ka re fly right now we are disparate for them because of the demand wa bone re batang go e satisfy wa bone so le bone ba itse ya no ha molao o ka ira 1090 gore o tise local le 2 I mean international le 2 the rest e kana nna molao ECP believe me ra eletsa dio tse because of ga go nna motlhofo bana ha re bereka mo local le rona ga re turela because of the flight di radar
di Jameson di Hennessy
exactly but wena o dirwa ke market gore no Pabi Cooper as a businessman I can spend 100,000 on Pabi Cooper and then I can get 300,000 just like any other business person. So me e ga le gone like ska gona le sengwe se ke ratang go se highlight gore the reason why artist responsibility entsi e le ko di promoting the game has changed globally. Like right now, back in the days, artist teenagers you are gold, platinum. Sales of those copies that are no more. Like the biggest artist in the world, Bad Bunny, a Puerto Rico rapper. So o certified because of the tour that he made 132 million. No, you are big. Benna Boy has a kind of sales because of the fill up shows.
Arena, Madison Square Garden.
So me, if you look at it, history on the records, the biggest artist in the world is Weeknd. Weeknd almost 300 million pounds. So now my debate I'm saying is Bad Bunny because Bad Bunny made that thing in September 132 pounds, and then Weeknd made that thing for the rest of life.
Including movies. Now he's in movies.
Exactly.
Bad Bunny movie.
Exactly. And then including the tour. So to sekele ka go suba gore gompe ko di artist events ke yone leng gore is the engine of the creative industry mo gore gore right now ke boma ke di promoter that's why the promoter di na le pressure ntsi.
Would you, because there's at Limco there's an events management thing module, would do you think you are lacking anything as a promoter? Or do you think it's better to be a promoter on the streets rather than using, because they call themselves event planners. They won't call themselves promoters. Is there a difference? Would you rather be this guy, or do you think there is something of value to learn from events management courses?
Nowadays, as we say, there's nothing like a street and talent.
Yeah.
But at least you are blessed. How we see strata all talented, but at the end of the day, udi balances.
Yeah.
But I'm having a problem because I know how to execute the event.
Yeah.
But right now, Botswana, Bobito, babata expression of interest, or rebata the company, hand rights, it's a entertainment,
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll have a plan, but I don't know how to put up a proposal.
Yeah.
So, gone that nonsense, yahore strata, believe me, education is very important. Like on the guidelines, it's abone. Gona le dio tse dintsi, gona le bo engineering, ga o tshwanetse go tlhaloganya structure. Like right now, as a Gilbert Promotions, you need to digital marketing. You need to iranyana. That is very important. We tutor kana skolo sebotoka. I mean, I hate school.
Clearly, you jumped ship early.
Exactly, but I don't have a choice because of the market command.
I was talking to some of your promoter friends, and is there anything that they want me to ask you about? And they talked about Bot50. Guys feel you betrayed them. About Bot50. Those were the words that they used. Betrayed. I think you know who I'm talking about.
No, I know. I don't know.
So I don't know what happened. What happened with Bot50? As promoters, and with the then minister, Roloping. But then out of nowhere, you're the only one working with him, and everyone else felt you threw them under the bus. Barry, they started talking about you bought a whip, you know. What happened with Bot50?
We can say we are sharing a common goal. So now my understanding was remonteng ya gore goromente I engage local promoters. So I didn't know what my friends here bone ba montweng ya go ngala. Ke tswa go lemoga gore bone ne ba le montweng ya go ngala Bot50 because of
no but
so now and then I have achieved what I was advocating for. So then now I mean
just involve you
exactly. And then bampotsa gore ora yang ka ba ha structure gore no. Now I will help you. Go gantsi. Gona le bo semama. Go maung gona le bo the late big pan. Go Francis Town gona le bo DJ Kola store. I will facilitate that. Gore batho ba involve you because of now it was the issue of involvement. And then I was happy ka khanyone ibile ne ke itse gore ha ke re goromente ke re gona le motho go tsa bonke ra bo mang so bontsi ja bone bane bangadile I think how ka botsa gongwe ene mmase o mara gore ko tsa bo re ka tsenya mang it's going to o ka nna ikoparwa toilet so ke tsone dio tse le gore ne re harolagana ka tsone wa bona
so bone ne ba sena maikelo a go resolve issue
ya bone it wasn't to resolve bone it was to show le go demonstrate gore ga ga dirwa senta na kante nna ha ke itse nna ke lwela gore cause
batho ba kwa ha re mo ga borone
ha re tsamaya nna ke itse gore re tsamaya le banna ba ileng gore ralwa only to know gore nna ke tsamaya le banna ba ileng gore ralwa nna ke lwela gore re tsengwe so and then ke itse gore ha re ka bitsa go re tsengwe jang and then ke tantsha idea which I did and then I achieved and then I bought a car. People thought I wanted to buy the drugs in it. I have a winner di tiro. So
But that's so cool. So you have accident.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I think I had an accident 3 months. I think ba ne ba manifesta se ba se dirile so ke ipotsa gore bona hanke ba tsere madi a teng e ba ya go bo royal le bo summit nna go re nka be ke ba dipelo tsa me di ba tsentse 8 ka gore bona ke ba sa reka dikoloi.
Yeah, I hate beefy. Go ke ba botsa ke ha ke bona ba e ba se ba le touched, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of people who are touched, but like how's your relationship with Moxido? I mean, Mox used to manage Franco. You guys have been doing events together. How? Because Mutlomo mentioned that when you guys were drinking Hennessy at the Grand Palm there. Are you guys still working together?
Yeah, we are still working together.
Okay.
Like a local one women show. One two. So because of the strength and the weaknesses are na the hard lohan. And then he knows me because nati royami no gore ke na le strength mo teng ke go bisa batho. But during the show I'm not a handyman. Bana mo ga go tonna go gating gore batho ba ska ba utswa o seta gore go sentile na ga mpalelo bana so
I feel that.
So Moxie will compliment me on that. Definitely.
I also wanted to ask about Makhadzi's donation stuff. You know, there was that story about donation in Idru. Did it happen?
No, actually, like the story behind was Haku Simulaka one women's show. Makhadzi went like a certain fee. Yeah, profit because it was partnership between Gilbert Promotions, Makhadzi Entertainment. By then, his company Open Mic. Makhadzi about on my share. Ke batla go donate sengwe on my share.
Anyway, hey, no sure.
Exactly. So nna abe ka gore ne re le ko tlokweng abe ke tswale idea gore me di beneficially dingwe e tshwanetse go nna tsa tlokweng ka re mo tlokweng. So we agreed nngwe ya tsone ne le one cleaning up campaign nngwe ya tsone le gore e diragetse gore no ka gore ra o khothela motse wa tlokweng re tisa baeng bontsi ja batho a ba ithele go le clean ya bobedi ya nna gore no gona VDC basadi ba khosing re taba neela tiro ya gore e nne bone ba sale matakala after tiro than gonela company which I did. I pay them 10,000 pula a be re mo gongwe gape re ya go hira mophato e nna bone ba bereka le ma security di marshal which we did. So and then abe go nna le allocation ya charity ya ga Makhadzi ene gongwe le bone check ya 150,000 so e gore a re o sida that 150,000 gore go identifyiwe the organization tse e leng gore mo seeding yone ya 150 the check ele ene ke dami ya letelelo ene pledge so go ra gore mo go 150 ra go berekela mo re nantse re bona budget a teng from one women show gore re isa kwa mo teng the owner of charity aba fila gore no me what we did ka batlokwa go siame tara identifyeng tse dingwe ka ha so confusion e tswa go tswa mo go Redanel Kenosi ga kwala gore re netse dikgosi le mapalamente 150,000 so dikgosi a be di mpitsa ne ba sa mpiletse gore go montwe ne ba re ke to clarify because of ka ba eteletse setšhaba ke go tlhalosa gore nya batho ba modimo ga ise ba neelwese kgang e tsamaile yana Makhadzi o sidile yana e se leng gore ra si dira na ke kwa dile mokwalo ke nne ke kopa gore ba benefit and then they have benefited. It's only that clarity ke mo gore benefit it and direct to them. So ke gone ge pele gore a be nna because Makhadzi was under open mic a simola ya bo UK a sanele nako le yone company lo ne dumelana gore no me tare ba dirile seng ka re ha ba tlhaloganya gore se re se dirileng ka cleaning up campaign go cleaner
all that other stuff ne ke re sa ditse le rona ne di sa highlight as much.
And then do tse dingwe go gore di bothoko ga ka ra di bua. And then Mr. Jamal a ba sa khotswahale clinic kana ke clinic ene dirwa ka sympathy not at the expert abana so
ke community go batla
exactly so
na batla re go irweng
Mr. Jamal we end up going to court
for cleaning.
Exactly go ta ga cleaniwa sente we end up losing more money than ara dirileng re buka stadium ka khanyone ya kore o lebel gona le tse batho ba sa ditse madi ana freeziwa ka court order agent application was done madi ana freeziwa ko web ticket re heletse re duela I think there was 200,000 on top of what we have paid. Makhadzi as a human being, lebale they got disturbed. Excitement tele profit ene le netile a be go ra gore go tola stage sa director sengwe se le gore nka be se isitswe ko batlokwe so ya ke duetse le ba sa ditse gore ga se gore re irile profit so profit ene le teng me go diragetsana I still have those court papers
jaanong ke lentse jaanong batho ke ba ntse ba ira di event gone da ile gore go ngare go thata yana ne go te Franco na gape tsudilo maloba da what is it like the agreement at that place ile gore it makes it so difficult for anyone to completely like do that show and not have duanyana ka thoko yana I mean a whole lawsuit over letter
no kore like Netanyahu ya go neko I think gongwe ga nke re dumelana gore before ga ta on charger gore ke dumela gore venue ya ka ne re bone rothe re tshwanetse gore before rothe be ra go go yona o nsupetsa gore no stand se go ntse yana le go leswe ga go thubilwe yana gona le go kwala kana ya rona e dirile mo go teng agent application
ba imisa madi
exact agent application I mean wena o santse o lo mo maibing a show ka Sunday gone go ko court go so gore re order ya tswa kana ko court wena ha o sate o sa neta go di phone tsa go phone ya meetingile let's kill busy ke theogetse ke restile bona ba sate go nnela samanse gore ke go ikarabela ka agent application gore re court yone ya tsweledisa e rula out of you actually is what happened.
That's some sneaky shit, man.
Check epe kileng ga tsitswa mo parliament go te go ithelwa ese yone le khosi no bare batlokwa they have benefited the casual workers tsene di thusa we made sure gore ke tsa batlokwa batho ba di stolo
ba mbotso gonyana
ba le di stolo tsene di lekwa ene le tsa batlokwa ba benefitile.
Definitely. I want to get into these questions that I got from young people by the entertainment industry. I got our content creator, well, our producer, Millie. She got these questions from young musicians and young influencers. So I'm just going to throw them at you. I'm going to take a couple of them. This one says, as a new artist, how can one get themselves noticed by an event promoter? The whole kids are game, gents. No,
I think that one already I have covered it. But let's make it clear because entertainment entertainer a crowd entertainer and then I be crowd puller. A promoter is a businessman, is a capitalist, and he care about what he want is a crowd puller.
Yeah.
Motho e ka reng ke mo tsenya mo show ha ke mo duela 5,000 a ba ntirela 8,000. As I gave example earlier on ka retailing but ha ke reka tamati 10 thebe ke a go e rekisa 15 thebe. So yaanong assignment e mo go wena artist gore find a good producer, energy e leng gore o blame di promoter
use that one
mo di producer energy on yona ngontso ro kopa di show use mo media gore go to RB2, go to FM, make sure
knock
they
on the
play your
doors.
music exactly ya ko media ba go cover ipapatse because of rona re bereka kore rona line up like ha ke dira line up ke reetsa batho ha e dirwe ke nna ebile ha e dirwe ke team.
This is not jealousy, this is a business.
Exactly, it's business. So ke lebella ko bathong gore mo go trenda nke and then I deal mo go trenda. So when a strategist when you have to kore the artist must concentrate ke nantse ke ba bolela they must concentrate much on marketing than anything. So like right now e gona le di-event tse ke dira motho ta ba nthomela gongwe bo dipina you know how funny it is gore ngwanyana a go propose tiro ya mosetsana ke gore ha ba reng a ba khaba kana a tswa a khabe rona ke rona re meet so ha ile ena a re bitsang gora gore chingwenyana
something is up.
Exactly.
I feel that. So market yourselves, put yourselves in a position where that same energy use that one to make powerful jams in the studio and actually advertise yourself, put yourself out there. I got another one here. It says, why do we keep seeing the same people on lineups? Why aren't new and upcoming artists being given a chance? I think maybe it's also
still
similar
the same,
to what you said, you know.
Thing. So why people they keep on requesting for the same people?
Yeah, because those people are working.
Exactly.
I mean, Drake you bone Kabs. Drake you bone Kabs alene. Or Kabza is about his work. Another one is I don't know. Okay, what makes a good event? I don't know if you know off the top of your head you can. What makes a good event? Event organizer. So they want to know what are the essentials for a good event.
Yeah, no, actually, that one is broad. First, it's a theme. A theme ya gago ke yone e ta go guidang gore your target market ke and then your target market ke yone ta guidang venue ya gago wa bona. So I can say National Stadium and then pajama party ko National Stadium.
I can do pajama party. I miss those.
I can do something se talang ko rooftopong. Se ska talang go outdoor. So target audience ke yone taola lang gore ha ile ro targetile macheki e taola gore venue ya gago e nna kae sound enseng yang. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. So
what about like the banner? Because what I've realized is that banners are banner from our old school homies. A lot of these young people don't do banners. Do you think social media marketing
it's not because of that's why I target audience. Exactly. So now my audience badumela mo goreng event ki Makhadzi ba bona banner ba utwa mo radio compared to mo Facebook. So ba ga Drew ba kyo bone just Facebook, Instagram, TikTok it's okay. So that's what khona go utwa gote event was jam packed when I say itse ka ga you understand? It's an issue of knowing your target audience. But even still in US, traditional marketing still hold about 80% because they do outdoor marketing, the billboards, they still ba ya ko di radio so ha on khanetsa rote ka covid ne re llela gore mabala a bulwe wa bona ro lebella bo Manchester ibile ke bona ba butseng ka bohego we didn't say no it's okay, let them be on TV, we watch online, we'll just buy the ticket and watch on phone wa bona bone developed countries ba digitally ke bone ba ibile ke bone ba sale ba butse re butse ba batla go ya ko stadium wa bona so like la ka batla any store in New York wa go bona go te Apple 15 years wa go ithela go tetse ba re ba sa reke online wa bona so traditional marketing or sales is still carrying the weight
because that tried and tested, you know what I mean. Cloud9 Club seems to be where everyone is headed to these days, you know what I mean, in terms of offering lifestyle activities. I want you to tell me a little bit about your relationship with Cloud9 Club. Is it your club, sir?
No, I'm no longer with Cloud9. January. So Cloud9, I was given an offer. So to take it. So like I went like no. Now I prefer a partnership model. So okay, until the guy owner about na ro godile no about a restaurant.
No,
and he was the owner of the business.
The place there.
Yes, he's the owner of the business.
Okay.
Mr. Peter Noke. So yeah, no, enenare o godile o batla ko sa rona ga restaurant
okay.
So nna ke take le club in 24 hours wa mo palela. So and then I told him or no, I don't have money to buy, rather partnership model. So we agreed on that. So when we agreed on that, I have to look for investor because I don't have money.
Capital.
So and then I became an investor. Let's buy that guy out. The owner of the business out.
Investor
and then investor ha sena go tsena le nna be ke no buy me out because ke bona nke tenkare professing yana ya gana nyana gore na le investor ba partner sento so because initially ne ke ile go ene ke ile go kopa funding not gore partner wa bona a ke tsore go diregetsang le gore ba ta partner
Botswana wa itse
re ntse motho be go bona gore no go trigger mona buy me out o salolo so he came to me gore le nnarra go padile ke bata go tswa ke go togelle me ka ha ona madi no tlile mo go na uto go bata capital re tanna le model wa gore re partner until you buy me out. So le nna ke a go sa rona ke a go rana restaurant sala. So that's where I pumped it out. So January I be kere a re bankanye closing mo contracting re nne le time frame ya gore tota motho wa modimo ka re gompio ke bogile le bante go boga le bante go ta go itima dijono in that I want to buy scar out ya ba ta ke tse a go duela di netana wa bana so jano kana tlabo yano
it's up, like it was so way up, and there's a decline now.
Exactly. So ra bankanye go close ya gore umphe time frame ya gore ha ile ke 2 years a le ke eye gore a botse re 750 wa gago ke berekele mo le sedi ke gona be go pala gono go be ke re no me I can't be in the picture until we amend
this clause.
This clause.
I want to ask on that though. Okay, cool. I've been in an arrangement like that where people have a place, and then because of our popularity and I think that was also what my problem was. Contracting nesna time frame. It will be like
that.
So what would you say to? There's a lot of young people, but that look up to you, look up to me and stuff, and like what we do as far as events and whatever. Because like I was at one place where I eat CBD. And this is not the only example. A lot of DJs are now event managers as well. What would you say to them? Would you tell them? Would you advise them to get into these arrangements so that they get better at their job, or a re tswela mo bo reng ba ka dipleke tsa bona.
No, it's true. Na sense nke sa advisor gore first o ska tsena go ta go te o face ka poya abana. So your value yo mongwe kana investor ke motho o tale madi wa itela le gore ga local connector ka 1 million wena you worth 2 million e se ka madi but your worth abana. So ya Cloud9 was like that ke sa ntshe sepe ne ke ta elenna but because I worth that my contribution will be like ga ke bitsa Podicast eta I bua ka Cloud9 wena nka bo we duetse 10,000 for that advert ka gore nna ke bereka I have contributed 10,000 ga ke re official opening at Cloud9 ke biditse media ba le 10 for session ba bothe mongwe le mongwe o value ga gwa ha tsenya story ka da selling the story ke bo 10,000 by that night I have contributed 100,000 so what I worth why don't you say 1 million nna ke a go nna ntse ke dira I can do ska ata anketetse hela go no ka gore ke PP but appearance ya gagwe ke 10,000 ka rutiswe ke nna I have contributed that so se ke ratang go ba advisor gore ba ska ba dumela kgang ya bo face go gore e nne di shareholder le bone they contribute exactly ya no kgang ke yone ya erena mo gone mo di contract re nna excited a be re sane mo di contract a be re ithala le gore re hella re dirisiwa like it's happened to me after 3 months e sena go nnela kwa and then motho a change gore mona tare bankanye close nne gala ya me e tata e thusiwa ko pele a bona ga ke e togela because I feel used so I need to be compensated.
Definitely,
so that's my advice to because of Botswana we don't have angel investors in SA in develop I can put 3 million in a plaque and then I be in Nayaka na go get about 20% as an investor is what you call investor so ya no kwano ra I mean mostly even like le ko we SA di netane tsa mathaka da invest mo go Caspanyo invest me gore business e tarana fast bo di megetseletsa bo PDD the investors behind by when you don't need to use your money even if you have 5 million or less you don't need to look for a spot and then take out your money or dira pub you need investor have to do that and buy shares because when all this already you are done
social capital
exactly
you know what I mean ke utlile go lo maabane go setshetsunda ne ke le latlhelle ya bona le social capital I le se tshwere use it but also be able to negotiate properly knowing that it's of value. Exactly. That's definitely what we're talking about. We're going to have to wrap it up in just a little bit. I just want to talk about the future because I know you're working on a project. Gaborone. I don't know if you're working with the city council or the ministry. Just to wrap it up, what are you currently working on right now?
No, right now the project that we are working on, it's a big project at a value of 5 million. It's what we are trying to
break
raise.
Bread, brother.
Yeah, it's called City Lights. City Lights go relevant gore gaborone ka di 31 ha gona business di hotel ha di bukiwe gore go nna lockdown unlike other cities where that's the time gore they capitalize and then we don't have an international event there experience so then we went like no. What about we come up with a concept and we are lighting up the city who busy event tshwana le bo Vic Falls bo Durban July
it's getting bigger that Vic Falls thing
exactly whereby it's not all about the lineup and then you find that 90% of the people but like just like bo Morija bo MTN Bushfire that's it's all about so we are on advanced stage like right now we have signed a memorandum with Glastonbury event promoters, the biggest event in the world.
Europe.
Europe is putting up 300k people. They did the same thing at Portugal on the event in 7 days. So like they have to put us on that whereby we'll have about 3,000 or 5,000 there. Batho ba tega borone re ba direle itinerary re ba ise go bo moremi go bo kae ba exit like it's been happening like right now Will Smith is in
that's it.
but habata nkare ga ba itse ka the capital city, so they persuade Botswana as a jungle ko diphologolo. So you want to change that mindset, or no, as long as you can go to Maung mehela le city ya rona o heteka, because that's where you make business, and then that's the engine of the economy. So that's the purpose of City Lights. We'll be working with City Council, and then they have to be patroned by a member of parliament. That's Gaborone. The 17, we are having a breakfast meeting regarding that, and then also Botswana Television to take it up. Because as a content, kind of content, the investment. Because this is an investment event. Thing what and what. How about Obana Gaborone? Energy. Basically, that's the purpose of Trace Channel is in. We haven't signed. They're waiting for us. Channel O, they're waiting for us. Just tell our mother BTV. Will they be comfortable?
Baba exclusivity.
Tracy whenever they start like a teaser and they could be starting. So given telling like mahala.
If young people want to be part of this event, how do they? We
are going to have 3 stages. CBD. So we are going to have 3 stages, barricades. So very soon, launch, I think August, you buy a merchandise, City Lights, also like a CD. We are on advance. We already have the anthem of City Lights, the anthem. We know we have a national anthem. So Gaborone now is having an anthem alone.
Definitely.
So like,
awesome stuff,
you get it's gonna be on stake, that song. That's why merchandise. You get the ticket. The ticket take a control a crowd. Basically, that's all about City Lights. So it's going to be marketed outside the country. We have a lot of job. We have to go to Namibia. We have to go to Zambia to market it. Like right now, I know people are planning to go to Sokamonte. They are planning Canada. We have a site on I think. You can do it, Borokwa, Buka, everything itinerary. That's what's up about.
What's the website, just so we can drop it so that when people... citylights.co.pw.
Yes.
All right, Papa. Thank you so much. I just realized, your middle... This is your middle name. No, never saw Papa, thank you so much for hanging out with me.
No, I'm very to be here. Actually, it was my dream. We told imagine all of the best rapper who skipper.
No!
It's like you are awake. I was going on, but I have to work hard.
No. Like that. We just had to make sure. I want to get and also, a lot of people get mad at us. Enough ladies on the pod as well. And just to address that, ladies are always busy, guys. We're always trying to invite them over. A lot of them, they will be soon enough. And we're just happy you came through, Papa. Thank you so much. And shout out to everybody who's checking out the pod as well. Shout out to our good people at the Code Clothing. You can check them out. Cotton Fields Mall. Shout out to Local Corner, Bartender, everybody. Shout out, stay well. We out. Peace.
Of different identities. PODI-CAST with PODI-CAST.